Hey guys, it's your boy Killer Kill 360 back with another video. And today I'm doing what if Deku had the Juggernaut's powers. So I hope y'all enjoy, and yeah, let's get into the story. So the story starts off like this. Deku, Inko are at the quirk's doctor trying to see if Deku has a quirk. And the doctor comes into the room and he's like, Miss Midoriya, Deku doesn't have a quirk. As Deku's world comes to a crashing halt, he can't believe that he doesn't have a quirk. He's like, it sure wasn't no mistakes? This can't be, says Deku. I'm sorry, kid. It is what it is. Results don't lie. I'm sorry. But you can still be a firefighter or a police officer, something like that. You can still be a hero, says the doctor. As Deku's like, yeah. As Inko takes Midoriya back home, Midoriya rushes into his room and he just slams the door as Inko feels so terrible that he doesn't have a quirk. As we cut to Deku's mindscape, and he's like, why am I so useless? Why am I not born with a quirk? Says Deku. As he's sobbing and crying, he's like, all I wanted was to be a hero, to help people through hard times. That's all I wanted. I wanted to be like my hero, All Might, says Deku. As he's just crying and he's like, what do? I need to do something. Sure, I could be a fighter, or a police officer. But all I wanted was just to become the greatest hero. To take care of people, make sure I can put smiles on people's faces, says Deku. As we hear a mysterious booming voice. As we hear a booming voice and he hears in the distance. Who is that? Says Deku. Boy, stop the sobbing before I eat your soul, says the mysterious voice. Who are you? Why are you in my subconscious? Huh. Quite smart. You realize you was subconscious, huh? Interesting. Well, my name is Sidorak, the greatest force in the whole universe, says Sidorak, or the greatest multiversal being in existence, says Sidorak. As Deku is like, whoa. So why here in my head? Well, you interest me, my boy. You have a very strong desire to become a hero, and I like people that have strong desires and will. You need to stop sobbing and honor in your heart. Become the unstoppable force you should be, says Sidorak. As Deku's like, well, I would like to, but I don't have any powers too. Huh. You need powers, hey? Says Sidorak. As Deku kind of perks his ears up. You're trying to say you can give me powers? Man, I can give you powers so incredible that you will be unstoppable. As Deku's like, for real? Yes. But there's two things I want you to do for me. One is give me a blood contract. Two is let me merge with your soul. As Deku, he's like, well, that's all you want, then fine. Now do it. As Deku gets ready to do the blood contract, does it, and Sidorak fuses with Deku. As Deku wakes up the next day. As Deku opens the door and he completely rips the door off his hinges. He's like, what the hell? When did I get so strong? Boy, I told you. You will become the most unstoppable force. Ripping off a door is nothing. Wait until you really use your powers. And warning, be careful how you step on the floor. You might shatter it, says Sidorak. As Deku kinda had to hold back on stepping down on hard without destroying the floor. So he goes downstairs, and Iko noticed that like his body definition changed dramatically. Like it's kind of scary how fast like Deku got buffed. As Inko was like, "Wait, Deku, what happened to your body? You wasn't like this the other day. What's going on?" Think fast on your feet," says Sidorak. "Well, Mom, it's like, well, my quirk manifested. I guess it was a late bloomer." She's like, "What? We just checked the quirk yesterday. How do you have a quirk now?" "I don't know, Mom," says Deku. She's still skeptical, but like she buys it as just maybe my son is right. Maybe his quirk was just a late bloomer. Even though it's kind of weird that it was one day after he got the test, but she brushes it aside. So she's like, "So what is your quirk then?" Well, mom, pretty much it's complete control over kinetic force," says Deku. As Inko's like, "Really? So why is your body built like that?" "Well, I'm assuming it's just the effects of the quirk." As Inko's like, "Okay, Deku. Well, can we go to the doctors after this and see how exactly how it works?" As Deku's like, sure, Mom." As Sidorak is like, "Well, I don't know how you're gonna explain to them that, when they see you don't have a third pinky on your bone." "Can you do something about that, Sidorak?" says Deku in his head. "Oh, fine. Since you want to keep it as disguised as a quirk, fair," says Sidorak. Thank you." As they go to the quirk doctor and they do some tests with Deku. As Deku, they have these robots that's test dummies. As Deku literally runs towards one of the test dummies, and they cannot move him at all. And them things can hold back 500 tons of pressure. And they cannot move Deku at all. Deku just broke right through it like it was nothing, shattering it into pieces. As Deku's like, "Well, is there anything else they want to test me on?" As the doctors and everybody's just dumbfounded. They're like, "Not even All Might can do that. What is this kid made of?" As they are supremely shocked as they write this off as a hyper quirk, even though it's not a quirk, but that's what they write it off. So, after all that happened, they want to keep in touch with Deku to do some more tests on him. But we're going to do a time skip to UA exams, as Deku is like 10 foot tall. He has the same build as All Might. He's not overly too muscly, but he's built, but the same height as All Might, or a little taller than him. As Deku is like, well, let me crush this exam. As Sidorak is like, yeah, that's my boy. As they're walking, and they happen to see a girl almost fall, and Deku grabs her before she falls, and she's like, "Oh my god, he's so tall and strong." As she's kind of blushing. So Midoriya and Ochako go their separate ways. As Deku is sitting at his desk, as Bakugo sees Deku, and he's like, "What the fuck? How the hell did you get so big?" says Bakugo. As Deku's like, "Huh?" And "You heard me. How did you get so big and tall?" "Well, I work out, do a lot of push-ups, lift weights." "Yeah," says Deku. As Bakugo's like, "No. Anyway, while you here, you quirkless fool." As Bakugo says quirkless to Deku, just for a flex, he puts his pointer finger right on the desk and just flicks it up in the air with his pointer finger. As everybody's shocked, like how much force his finger has to flick a desk up that high with one finger. As Deku, for the ultimate flex, starts spinning it on his finger. What quirk? To me, this looks like it's a quirk. You see what's going on here? As everybody's flabbergasted that he's spinning his table on his one finger. As Deku's like, well, Bakugo, it is what it is. I have a quirk now. But Bakugo's like, you was never like this in high school. As Deku's like, well, we're not in high school no more. This is a college. So, at the age, says Deku, as Bakugo is shocked. I ain't got time to deal with a chihuahua, says Deku, as he walks away. As Bakugo don't even know what to say at this point. As everything happens in canon, Deku easily crushes the exams. Like, he easily crushes the study exam. So now, it's to the physical exam. As Deku, he's cracking his knuckles. It's like, this is gonna be easy. As, you know, the announcer is like, ready, set, there's no time to go, just go, says the announcer. As Deku freaking heroic leaps out the fucking gate. Like, he leaps so crazy high, and he hits the ground with a robot's attack. They get easily dismantled and shattered on impact. He's just running through them without even trying, just tearing them to pieces. As a few minutes later, we hear a girl saying, help, I need help, I need help. As Deku looks over, it's the Klutz girl. As he sees that she's under rubble, but she's trying her best to help out the other people. As he walks over to the rock and throws it in tremendous force. He throws the rock so hard that it ends up turning into glass. Everybody's kind of shocked, like, what the fuck? They can't believe this craziness that Deku's doing. As he's like, are you okay? She's like, yeah. And he picks her up bridal style and takes over to safety. As Deku is like, let me take care of this big ass bucket of bolts. As Deku sees the 0 pointer, as Nezu is like, well, let's see how he does against this. As All Might and Eraserhead is there. Ozawa's there. He's just observing everything. So is Endeavor. As they line up the 0 pointer towards Deku. As Deku, he's taking steps. Big steps. And he's slowly walking towards it. And then he gets to about 10 feet from it. As he starts running at full speed. He leaps up in the air. It just charges, rams right through it. And he hits the 0 pointer with so much force that it gets sent up flying upwards to the sky. As everybody's eyes just pop the fuck out their sockets. What the hell? As everybody's like, what? What is he? As the 0 pointer comes down and Deku grabs it, he picks it up, and he's holding it. As he slams it back on the ground. And as he slams on the ground, he jumps all the way up in the air. And he comes down with so much force, the air immediately start turning into glass and plasma. And he hit the 0 pointer so hard that it blew up everywhere. But, I might have overdone it there. But, who makes the rules? Says Deku, as he contains the explosion. As everybody's just flabbergasted. They don't even know what to say to Deku. He's just a monster. As I'm gonna end it off right here, guys. Peace.